Good afternoon, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. As usual, I'd like to start out with telling you that these home improvement registers are not licensed contractors. They are not licensed contractors. Please, folks, be careful of these people who are not licensed contractors. The other thing I always like to talk about is we give you, if you buy a Mallett building 900 square feet or more, you can get a ice chest. It's comparable to a Yeti or a pellet pit, free of charge, 900 square feet or more. Always like to tell you, see these one-page contracts, and that's really what I'm going to talk about today, because I had a comment about this versus a 34-page contract. Now, let's talk about it. When you go to the bank, is it a one-page contract? No. It's going to cover everything just like me. A contract protects all parties. It's in writing. If it's not in writing, it's a he said, she said deal. So let's read the comment and we're going to address it. Any business that makes you sign a 34-page contract to simply build a pole-barn building is not to be trusted, full of hidden costs. Really? This is hidden costs. You don't know what you're getting. Now, let's talk about this. Everything in here spells out exactly what I'm going to do and what's required of you. Just like a bank, just like if you go buy a car or anything else. Nobody has a one-page contract. There's no hidden parts here. You get to review it with us, and we'll just go through some of it to tell you some of the items like this. It doesn't give you the owner's phone number, email address. Hey, we cover the dirt, we cover the concrete, we cover everything from construction cleanup. Let me get this so I don't get it all mixed up. Now, we got a referral sheet. If you refer a customer, get a $200. Get your customer information. Terms, and if you want insurance, we provide that. That's available. Here's an addendum sheet so that you know if you want to add something after we do the design. You get the picture, folks. I've just started. Okay, terms and conditions of the contract. It goes through everything. 2 full pages. Okay. Then we come here. Here's the dirt and concrete page. Read your contract carefully. Huh? No verbal agreement that's made. It has to be in writing. I think that's a good thing. Notice of design. We're going to design it. We're going to send it to you. You're going to go over it and agree to it in writing. That's what we're selling you and that's what you want. Here's a tentative building schedule. We lay it out. If you're a Texas customer, we offer windstorm. No work on the site can be performed by my people without us being involved. The building type. Is it an accessory building? Is it a residential building? Is it a commercial building? How about this? Important. In the event you have a problem with your building or service you're receiving, please feel free to call Lee Mallett at 337-515-2154. So far, I'm on page 11. Look at the difference in this one-page mess and this. I think the person who said this doesn't know what they're talking about. Let's continue. I go over the warranties. There's a warranty disclaimer that we didn't produce, anything we didn't produce, the only thing we warrant is workmanship. The metal, nothing that we didn't produce, we're not going to warrant it, but the manufacturer warrant it. Wall height, door placement, very important. Warranty requirements, important. This is about the metal, and it tells you spraying of chemicals may warrant. This is about warranties. Wind load rating, design specifications. Okay, proper documents. This gives you a list of the documents we're going to send as we could do your construction jobs you're going to sign. Foundation requirements, very, very important. Once again, folks, I'm on page 17. Do you see the difference in this, what we do, and what these yo-yos do? Whoever wrote this doesn't know much about business. A well-understood deal is a written deal. I can't change it, you can't change it. Don't you think I should explain all this to you? And we do. Plumbing or electrical. If you're going to do that, what's the requirements on how we're going to operate? Concrete finishing. Here's a concrete release form. These are forms that we're putting in here that you're going to be asked to sign. That's why there's so many pages, there's forms in there. Payments. We address the payment issues. Important owner inspection. We cover everything. Here's owner inspection checklist for you to use. Here's an example of a completed building inspection, an example of a form finish, an example of a concrete report and checklist for all customers. Oh, these are all documents that you're going to be asked to sign, so we'll give you a copy to review. Okay, very important. We will not order your building. You'll receive design approval signed and your permit. As licensed contractors, we cannot start the job till we have a permit in hand. And we're not going to do anything till you sign off, once my people design it, that that's exactly what you want. That protects you. This particular person is wrong. I'm on page 29. So far, can you see the difference between this and this? There's nothing hidden. There's nothing hidden at all. Building and concrete inspection confirmation. Door handling chart. Shows you the chart, shows you which ways the door is open and shut. Split building conditions. In case you don't have a roll-up door, we have to leave a few sheets off. These are the conditions that apply to that. Please mark all your windows and doors. Another example of an addendum. From contract to signing, complete product, it goes down the list, folks. Form contract signed to completion after delivery. I don't know why in God's name someone would make this kind of statement in that a well understood deal is an understood deal. So we rather play this little game here. He said, she said, this doesn't cover nothing. This is going to get you in trouble. So I hope I've addressed this comment. Any more comments that you want me to address, man, feel free to call me. Feel free to ask us on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Be glad to address it. I'm quite capable of addressing everything I do. Let's go to the next one. He's commenting about apples to apples. Maybe beat by 15% or so. Why give you the business just because you're going to match price? Well, let's stop right there. It ain't just match price. 22 years in the business. A+ rating with the BBB. 20,000 buildings on the ground. That's another reason. Okay? That's a real important reason. Licensed contractor. Important reason. But let's continue on with his comment. Because why give you the business just because you're going to match for the exact same thing? What's apples to apples? The exact same thing. I would think the roof comes with the building. Wrong. All your bids are going to add roofs as an add-on. But if that would happen, you would get a credit for the insulation on your roof. I don't know where this particular comment came from. And he continues on, I would think the roof, good try. There ain't no good try about it. Let me tell you something right now. We will match anybody's price, apples to apples, because what he doesn't understand is all these people who call themselves contractors who are not doing that. They're not comparing. They're trying to convince you that what they're selling is what we sell. It is not. So let's throw the monkey over there. Make them produce apples to apples, not apples to an orange. But sir, if you happen to be listening, if in fact the bid would come in from, let's say, A company, and he included roof insulation, we would discount the roof insulation and give it to you, which would lower your price again. It balances out. It's the same thing. I don't know sometimes where this comes from, but it is not the same price. It is not the same price. So let's get that straight. Okay? So I wanted to address those two today, and I want to reiterate again. Apples to apples. I will match anybody's price, apples to apples, in writing. Okay? Once again, we go to the specification sheet. Okay? The specification is very detailed on what I'm going to give you. These guys can't even give you a specification sheet on their contract. I'm going to give you a specification sheet exactly telling you what you're going to get. There's a big difference. Everything we do is above boards. I've been in business 22 years, 20,000 buildings on the ground. I would assume, based upon the amount of years I've been in business, that we must be doing something right. We build 15 buildings a week. We deliver 15 buildings a week. I guess all those people ain't figured out the difference. They have. They know the difference between someone who's not qualified and someone who is. They know the difference of apples to apples. Apples to apples. I will beat them every day. They cannot compete with us. It's not possible. They don't even have, I mean, folks, price is important, but qualifications, years in business, operations are just as important. Oh, you may get lucky enough not to be the one that gets caught in the crack, but sooner or later, those cats are going to create a problem for themselves. Okay? If that wasn't true, when we go to Baton Rouge once a month to the State Contractors Board, we would not see all these problems with these people. I'm trying to help you understand. It's part of my job as chairman, as a member of the board of the State Contractors Board, to try and make sure that the contractors that are out there doing business are doing business properly. And frankly, someone with this kind of contract is going to have problems. At some point, they are. So you need to be careful, folks. Once again, a while ago, I wanted to show you a picture. I was telling you, here's the pellet pit, and here's the ice chest that you can get free, 900 square foot on a Mallett building. Once again, thank you for listening. Hey, give us a call. You got a question? Give us a call. I'd love to answer questions. Love to go back and discuss things concerning the industry, the buildings, whatever you want to talk about. Be glad to talk to you. Once again, thank you for listening. Have a great afternoon and take care.